Okay, now that you know how to use Jamboard, you may be ready to share a Jamboard with your students on Google Classroom. Jamboards are just like regular Google documents, and so we're going to go through the steps to sharing them with your students now. From the My Drive section of Google Drive, you'll be able to access your applications by clicking at the top right and finding Jamboard. This is where all your Jamboards can live together and be organized. However, they will still appear in your regular Google Drive and in the folders. So you can move them around inside of Google Drive like you would normally do. And they will all be located with a little Jamboard icon. So you know if it's a Jamboard versus a Google spreadsheet versus a slideshow or a document. So your Jamboards will live there, but you can easily find them in a whole section under the Jamboard app. Now the previews will be there. However, double-clicking will open up the Jamboard so that you can play with the sharing functions individually. Just like a regular Google Doc or a Google slideshow, clicking share brings up who has access to the documents. And so for right now, I am the only one who has access. I am the owner. However, I may decide that I would like to share this document with one person, and I can type in their name under invite people. Now, I have to decide if this person should edit or if this person should view the document. However, once I send, my access is going to be updated. Now the sample student will be able to edit this file directly using this link to gain access. However, because I shared this, they will also receive an email to say that I've shared a document, similar to how regular Google Docs work. Now, if you want to share with an entire class, this is not the easiest way to do it. You will still need the link to share though. So before I click into my Google Classroom, I'm going to copy the link for the Jamboard that I've decided to use with my class. I'll click done because for now I'm done with my sharing functions. Now if I want to create an assignment using the Jamboard, I will do the same thing I normally do to create an assignment. The only difference would be when I'm adding a Google document from my Google Drive, I'm going to be selecting that Jamboard. So your Jamboards may be located in your recent files, if it is something you've recently created, or you can go to My Drive and scroll down because all of your Jamboards will be located in your My Drive folder. I'm going to go back to recent and double click on the sample Jamboard to share because that was the Jamboard that I've decided is going to be part of this task. I would of course give it a title, give my instructions, especially when Jamboard is new. You want to make sure that students know how to use it, and even though it's very user-friendly, but you want to be very clear with your students about any new technologies that you're incorporating into your classroom. Now, just like Google Docs, you have these options. Students can view, can edit, or if you'd like to make a copy. And the biggest difference is making a copy for each student will give each student the same document and they will have the access to edit it, but all of the students will have their own. If you pick students can edit file, it will be one Jamboard that all of the students have access to editing, which may make it difficult to track back student work and to figure out which student completed which assignment. This is basically your decision, and it depends on the assignment. Usually make a copy for each student is the best option. Now, I'm going to assign it so you can see the updated functions that show up once this assignment gets posted. So now that the assignment is posted, viewing the assignment still has the Jamboard attached. Accessing this as a sample student, students will be able to see and open up a Jamboard to now have editing functions. And if I click back to check, I'll notice that my classroom is now shared on this Jamboard. Just a note, Google will not let you invite the entire Google Classroom from the sharing section. You will need to go into Google Classroom to be able to create and share with an entire group. However, once it's posted, students will have access to the Jamboard editing functions, and they'll even be named because you gave Google the instruction that you wanted each kid to get their own Google Jamboard.